it's that time again. We're going to be discussing the Premier League results from the weekend, and it wasn't really a very good weekend at all for Norwich. Obviously, the side lost 4-2 at Southampton, who've had a really good season, but still that doesn't really mean that it was an acceptable defeat. Obviously, to find yourselves 3-0 down away from home to a side that really, they're not what you'd call a top side. It's obviously very disappointing, and considering we went there and drew 1-1 last year, you say in a sense it's a bit disappointing. Looking at it, very little positives you can take from it from a Norwich perspective, apart from the fact we scored twice in a game for the first time since, I think, West Brom away in December. So yeah, that's probably one of the only positives you can take from it. Also, worth to note the fact a sub came on and scored as well for the first time since, I think, last April. So first time a sub has scored for Norwich in a game in a year. And I think also Wolfswinkel, where he had a shot which led to Snodgrass's goal. So whether you want to count that as an assist or not, you be the judge of that. So yeah, I guess they're the only two positives you can take from it. Other than that, not really much at all went for us at the weekend, purely because our performance wasn't very good, but also the results didn't go for us either. I mean, Fulham won, West Brom managed to win. Well, I suppose Sunderland and Palace's draw sort of helped us out quite a bit, but other than that, quite a lot of disappointment really. And I think it's one of those situations where we really do need to start getting some wins on the board. Obviously we've got Sunderland and West Brom coming up at home, two very, very important games. Win both of them, and I think the pressure is a lot less. Also sandwiched between them, I believe we have Swansea away. Swansea are a side that we actually do quite well against. They're actually on the same amount of points as us, but no one seems to be tipping them for relegation at all. But rightly or wrongly, everyone seems to think that we're in a bit of a sticky situation, which we probably are. But I mean, I haven't really heard many people talk about Swansea that much. But I think if we can win both of our home games and perhaps get something at Swansea as well, I mean, if we won there, then that would be absolutely great. And who knows, Swansea may even end up further into the mixer of things. But yeah, I think first and foremost, we've got to look at Sunderland, focus on getting a win there at home, obviously. And really, I don't see why we couldn't beat Sunderland at home. We've got a decent record against Sunderland at home over the past few years in our return. I think we beat them 2-1 last year, and I think it was 2-1 the year before that. So, I think we have to look at it and fancy our chances. And yeah, I think we've got to just play with no fear. It's a shame Wolfswinkel didn't perhaps get himself a goal at the weekend. I mean, he obviously had the chance for Snodgrass to score, but I think had we got Wolfswinkel scoring again, it might have changed things up a bit. But yeah, I don't know. I reckon the one thing that will be questioned at the weekend is who does he select. Obviously, Almanda scored, which, fair play to him. It's his first league goal for the club, which absolutely cracking if you can go on a Simeon Jackson-esque run now. I don't know, he might actually start with Almanda at the weekend. I don't know. Either way, good news, Elliot Bennett's back in training. That is fantastic news because he was playing really well when he got injured. Also, more good news is Turner and Gutierrez both back in training. Well, I think they played for the under-21s in midweek, 45 minutes apiece. So that is absolutely fantastic as well. So really, I think we've just got to hope that now we're getting more or less everyone back, apart from, with probably the exception of just Leroy Fair. And I can't think of anyone else who's really injured other than Leroy Fair. So yeah, I think we've got more or less a full squad now. So really, we have to be pushing on and getting some points, because I don't really think we can afford to chance ourselves in them last sort of 5 games. Obviously, well, yeah, 4 or 5, because obviously we've got to go to Fulham away. Poor record at Fulham, and then you're looking at Liverpool, Arsenal, Man United, and Chelsea. 4 games there, obviously not in that order, but 4 games there that are going to be very hard to win. So really, we have to get points on the board and have to do it fast. So anyway, let me know what you think. Obviously, I hope you enjoyed this, and until next week, I'll see you later.